Welcome to the Link Building Show, episode 19. In this episode, we are going to talk about how digital PR can work together with content marketing to create SEO success. I've got Rebecca here, who is our content manager, and she can tell us a lot about content marketing because she creates many tens of thousands of articles every month, actually just a few hundreds. But yes, Rebecca can tell us a bit more about content and the role it plays in SEO and how it works together with link building and digital PR. Rebecca, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Tell us what you think of how your department, your content department within our organization, is working together with digital PR to, help a website be more prominent on Google.
Well, there are lots of things that we can do to help our clients with their websites become more prominent on Google, and by that we mean ranking super high so that when their target audience are searching for the questions that they know they're going to be looking for, the first thing that comes up is our client's website. One of the things we do is we create blogs for the client website. So these are basically things that we write that sit on the client's blogs and answer questions that we expect their clients to be searching for. And we've seen some great success with these, quite often with our articles ranking on the first page of Google, sometimes even the very first result for what we expect.
The feature snippet, right? That's
exactly
where we want to be.
So we want to be at the top of the Google search results, preferably within the feature snippet, and that's something we're actually able to do on a regular basis.
Amazing. What a good feeling when we take a print screen of the article that our team has written 2 weeks ago, and then, well done, Jamie, you're in the feature snippets now, and then everyone celebrates. It's good, right?
It's such a good boost to see your article ranking highly. I remember the first time I saw one of my articles on the first page of Google, and it was such a buzz.
That's great. I think that's the satisfaction of working, let's say, as a content writer in an SEO agency, where we are not just creating random content. We have an intention with the content. We want to rank it on top of Google, and when that happens, that's kind of an extra reward to the content writer. Instead of sometimes people just write content, but there's no clear goal of ranking the content for a keyword, and then there's no boost in satisfaction for the writer. So hopefully this kind of elevates the morale of the team sometimes, right, when they rank.
Yeah, it's so good to know that your work isn't just going out into the void. It is actually going out there for a purpose. It is ranking highly, and it is then going to help that client convert visits perhaps into sales, which is, of course, what they want to see.
Absolutely.
So how would you describe the relationship between digital PR and our content marketing? What's the importance of those digital PR links towards our team in the content marketing?
Good question. Whenever somebody asks me about the connection between content and links, I always think of the Bundy family. You remember that movie? The show?
Mm-hmm.
It's always like love and marriage. They go together like horse and carriage. And it's always like content goes together with link building, almost like a horse and carriage. You can have one or the other, but then content will always rank better if it gets amplified by links. So great content is great. It will rank better than not so great content. But links are the amplifying factor for this content. However good your content is, if you are not going to start getting lots of links to it and your competitors get links, then your content will be just hidden. And this is where, digital PR and this is where link building comes into play, where we actually amplify the efforts of the content team with links. They just work together perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
How do we define quality content? Because everyone says, quality content is important. But what is quality content? Is it just a long article, or is it... So tell me, what do you think a quality content is, and what's the starting point of a quality content?
Okay, well, there's lots of different factors to take in when it comes to writing a high quality article. The first thing that we would want to take into account is what is the client's need. So we need to get into the mindset of the client and understand what their tone of voice is, who are their readers, who is visiting their website. So we need to really get into the mindset and make sure that we're actually targeting the correct people with our writing. Another thing that really denotes quality is the fact that we have a team of really experienced writers. So we're not just... The fact is that a lot of people think they can write just because maybe they've written a term paper at university, but the fact is writing for content marketing is a whole other ball game. So it really helps to know that we've got a really reliable team here at Search Intelligence.
It took us a while to to get to this stage, right?
There's been a real trial and error here to sort of find that right balance, but we're doing really well here at the moment. We've got some great people on our team. Another thing to take into account, so we talked about length of an article. Again, that's taking your audience into consideration. Do you need to write something that's more than 2,000 words to really appropriately cover the topic that you're talking about and the level of information that someone needs? Or is it just a quick, snappy article communicating some really exciting data that's recently come out that you want to get out into the world
And
at speed?
both can be quality content because
Neither answer is right or wrong. It purely depends on what you're writing for. So
it depends on how do you serve the intention of the person. It's a simple concept, but it's a kind of complex, formula where we start from the client's needs and then we identify the user's needs, right?
Yeah.
The audience needs, and then we reverse engineer, and that's how we create the content, right?
At the end of the day, we're creating content for the client, but we have to keep the reader top of mind because they're the people who are going to be reading that content. So it's really important to create value for that reader in both what you're writing, so making sure that what you've provided is providing good information, and also in the links that you're including within your article to make sure that you're not just putting them in there for the fun of it. They're actually there to provide value for the reader.
You create lots of articles on a weekly basis. Your team, like the content team, creates lots of articles. What types of posts and articles can you create for clients so that we can tap into their audience and their potential clients, right? Because that's what we want to do. We want to persuade people who have maybe not even made a decision yet to purchase, but then we can be there for them to elevate our image in front of them. So what types of articles can we create for a business?
So there are different kinds of articles we can create. As we talked about, we can create articles that sit directly on a client's website on their blogs, or we can create other articles that sit on other high-ranking, high-authority blogs that would link back to the client. And this can be, again, a wide spread of different article formats. We can create articles that are really data-driven, PR-style articles, so rather in the manner that you would send out a press release to be picked up by a journalist, we could do it in that sort of style. We can create expert commentary style articles that, again, really inform the reader. Or we can create what we like to call listicles, which can be really fun, but again, also very informative articles that just give a list of all the different things that they might be reading about.
Perfect. And the ultimate intention behind each of these is going from a place of giving value, right?
Exactly. We want to inform people. We also want to sometimes, I don't want to say entertain, but yeah, we want people to actually enjoy reading these articles.
Exactly.
We want there to be a bit of spark of fun so that they're not just reading a dull piece of content. It's actually something that they might enjoy reading, so they might come back to, or maybe even forward on to other people.
Well, thank you very much, Rebecca. It's always a pleasure to talk about content, and I think we could talk about content for weeks and months without stopping. And I'm pretty sure we will have lots more shows together. But thank you very much for being part of this episode. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I hope this kind of sheds a little insight, and I hope the conversation was helpful and insightful. I hope you'll have a great day and see you on the next episode.